MacLeod, and I'm here with another blaster review. It's a blaster that I haven't had the money to go and buy myself, but I've already got a couple of mod ideas for, and you can see I'm just, I'm walking to class, and oh, wait a second here. Take my backpack off, rip it open, and look what I got stashed in here. I got myself a RapidStrike, so that might be a fun thing to do for humans versus zombies if you want to kind of conceal it. Now, the RapidStrike is, as we all know, the bigger, younger brother to the Nerf Strife. And its initial thoughts, it's a very solid feeling. This is probably the nicest feeling Nerf blaster I've ever had or ever felt. It's not mine, it's someone else's. He's just loaning it to me for this video. And it just feels so nice. It feels like a long shot that you filled in with Plastidip and foam. It's got some nice heft to it. It's got this extending stock. If you're in real close quarters, you can use it like this and just sight off the rail, or you can extend it like that. And it actually is fairly comfortable. I have to say though, the cheek weld is not comfortable at all. It's got this big portion back here and this edge here. It's not a comfortable cheek weld, but you don't have to worry about recoil and this slam you in the face because it's not a real gun, so that's no biggie. Let's see here, we've got this flip-up front iron sight, which we can sight right down this tube in the carry handle. Jam door is semi-transparent, and it's got two sling points back here. It's actually only one, but it's got two separate portions so you can see between them. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rails, so not as many as the Stampede, which this is in spirit the successor to, but 5 rails is actually a pretty decent number. Now it's got 4 C batteries, they're up here. Now that is probably giving something to the heft I'm talking about, but the rest of the blaster does feel nice and solid. The stock is actually very sturdy as well, for that matter. The handle is, or the pistol grip is fairly comfortable. I wish this was filled in and that this portion here for your middle finger is a little longer because my finger feels a little cramped there. I like how you can go from the acceleration trigger to the mag release just like that. You can, it's got this nice little grippy area for the magazine well, so you can grab around the magazine well if you like that. And well, let's see here. I've got a full magazine. This is the magazine that comes with it. It is fully transparent. I'm thinking of getting one of these just to use in my Tron Raider, but you'll find out about that in a couple of months. And I have to say, I'm kind of like, what the heck are they doing here, Nerf? Your opponent can see how many shots you have, as well as you can. People who modify these tend to leave the back clear and then paint the front and sides so your opponents can't see, but you can. It's not a bad idea, but yeah, it is kind of cool. So let's slam that home. Magazine goes in just fine. Takes a little bit of time to get up to the full RPM. Magazine drops free very easily, but it does not gravity drop. Those of you that like to do that, you have to pull it out. Let's see here, what else? There's a function lock there, it can't fire with that open. So there's a couple of things that need to be fixed up about this. It doesn't seem to have the same problems that the Strife did with the dart sensor in here, but I haven't fired it yet, so I don't know for sure. Anything else I want to go over with this? Oh, aesthetics. I like Nerf orange, I really do. I wear an orange hat at all times when I'm outside, but I really wish they kept this stripe white, and that's a very easy fix. I've seen a lot of people do. Make this stripe white, and then it goes in, it fits in really well with the Strife and the other Elite blasters. White is a really nice accent on the blue. So let's see how quickly this thing fires and what kind of range we're getting here. RapidStrike firing test in 3, 2, 1. So that was 16 or 17 shots in the mag, and actually the rate of fire isn't too bad, but I'd like to see some more range. It's very consistent with the other Elite blasters, but, oh, okay, well there's a problem. Now I heard this from the owner, and turns out he was right. I only counted 16 shots coming out of there. There were in fact 2 more darts in the magazine, and he thinks the spring is a little weak or short, and he's right, because this follower is not getting to the top of the magazine. Those are just sitting in there. I mean, there's nothing blocking it, they're just sitting. So that could be a problem. It can probably be fixed. I'll see if I can figure out something to do for that, help the owner out. But yeah, that's a pity. I haven't seen anything about that online, so I don't know if anyone else is having that problem. So I've got a pile of accessories here. This does not have an interchangeable stock, but that can be fixed. You can remove this, chomp the back down a little bit, and put in a stock adapter from Slide Av, or just the stock connector from a normal N-Strike or Elite blaster. I've seen people do that, but for now, let's see here. We're going to put on a retaliator barrel, and that actually does look pretty darn cool. Looks like something out of Star Wars, actually. I wish I could take a piece of this and put it over here so it doesn't look like, oh, we're getting thinner, oh, and now we have a barrel shroud. But that actually does look fairly cool. I'm going to put on a Spectre barrel, and let's see here, it goes this way. That doesn't look too bad either. I'm not a huge fan of Spectre barrel extensions, but you know, it looks kind of like a silencer, and that actually does not look too bad on there. Actually, no, let's keep this one on here. And got a Stampede grip and bipod. That actually improves the ergonomics quite a bit. This is probably how I'd carry it. And then of course you got the bipod, so we can set it up like that. Looks pretty darn cool. And then let's go over to the Elite Retaliator foregrip. That definitely looks the part. Comfortable, controllable. I like it. Now, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do with this blaster as far as reviews. I don't think I have too much else to add, except that I think this has a lot of mod potential. And since it's got a fully automatic dart pusher motor back here, separate from the flywheels, everyone knows the Boom Nitron. If not, I'll put the link in the description below. It is very possible we could do something similar with this. I don't know if anyone has yet, but it's possible to put a volt mod to the dart pusher alone, and then, you know, volt the motors however you want, and get quite an impressive rate of fire out of that. So I'm going to fire off the last 12 darts in this clip. And I have to say, this is a worthy successor to both the Strife and the Stampede. It doesn't have 6 D batteries in it like the Stampede had, so it's a lot more comfortable, and this actually is a really cool blaster. So, without further ado, thank you very much for watching, and keep your stick on the ice.